What's up, guys? Welcome back to Friends with Benefits. My name is Isaac.
My name's Matt.
I'm Diego.
And I'm Kai.
If you're watching on YouTube and you want to support us, don't forget to leave a like and hit subscribe. If you have a topic that you want us to cover or you have any questions for us, let us know. Leave a comment or use the anonymous link in the bio and we'll go ahead and answer that for you. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about conspiracy theories, try to see if we can relate it to pop culture. Isaac, who's a celebrity you think was murdered, but it was deemed an accident?
What?
It's almost like there's an answer already.
I don't even know any dead celebrities.
You don't?
No.
They all are immortal
Tupac,
to you.
Biggie.
Oh, those are like the classic ones.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Marilyn Monroe.
Did
Michael
she-
Jackson.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, I just have to think, because what was the question again?
Who's a celebrity that was deemed accidental death, but you think could have been murdered?
Oh, Brandon Lee for sure, dude. Are you kidding
Crow?
me? The Crow. Absolutely.
Yeah, what makes you think that?
I don't know. I just think he was. Who would try to kill Bruce Lee's son? Some madman. For sure.
I'm sorry. What is going on here? Who? When?
Brandon Lee.
I know, but so when did this happen?
90s.
Yeah, he was filming a
I've just
movie
never
called
heard
The
of this.
Crow. I think they had like a gun prop on set or something like that, but it wasn't an actual gun prop. It was an actual gun and it had a bullet in it. So when the other actor shot at him for the scene, it actually shot him and he died.
Yeah, dude.
That's insane.
That's insane. Hold on. Look it up really quick. I want to make sure it's correct. Similar to what recently happened.
Yeah.
Alec
Let's see.
Baldwin. Did you hear about that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin was shooting a movie and there was a prop gun on set, and like that was an actual prop gun, but he fired it and it like killed like the cinematographer for the movie. It was insane, bro.
Killed the cinematographer?
Yeah.
Because the cinematographer was on set?
Yeah, it was like on set.
It's insane. But yeah, like Lee, so he died March 31st in a scene in his upcoming film, The Crow. His co-star fired a prop gun that had a dummy bullet lodged in its chamber. And so he died when he was shot.
So there's not supposed to be any bullets in it, right?
Yeah, or it's supposed to be like a blank.
A blank, yeah, but that was like a dummy. Yeah, so
it was
either
like a defective blank or something like that, and he actually killed him.
Either way,
Wow.
like what the bro?
Wow.
Like imagine, oh dude, yeah, that's scary. I don't know.
That's wild.
It is pretty scary.
I don't know, man. Also, like, yeah, the classic Tupac and Biggie ones, like who shot Tupac's like the biggest one out there. It's like that's like they never found out who did it.
Yeah.
A bunch of people try to come up and be like, yeah, it was me. Even like their alibis don't match.
It doesn't match
like
up,
it don't
yeah.
match up. So people are just trying to get out there with.
It's all fake.
Killing
Tupac's
Tupac.
still alive.
Everyone's still saying Tupac is still alive. Is the craziest thing to me. Oh my gosh! Like. Yeah, there's like these fake photos like over the internet where he's like in Cuba or something. It's just someone that looks like like Tupac, dude. It's so goddamn funny, bro. Just a bald dude. That's it. Those are interesting ones. Those are the classics for sure.
Classics, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you know any, Matt?
I don't.
Okay, no worries. The main reason why I bring this up is because of JFK and Marilyn Monroe. Because it's a crazy conspiracy theory, but I low-key think they were murdered on purpose just because they weren't playing with the government's agenda.
I don't know anything about that Marilyn Monroe one, but yeah, that
'Cause
JFK.
Marilyn and Monroe, they used to be pretty tight.
Yeah.
Her and JFK used to be
Yeah.
pretty tight. She sang that Happy Birthday, Mr. President.
Classic.
That's right.
Yeah.
Classic. I don't know what went down with that. I know that Marilyn Monroe. How did I mean?
They said that she
JFK.
died of like a barbiturate overdose. So like a drug overdose is what they said. But I think it's totally possible for somebody to like actually do that and then just stage it as an overdose.
Probably.
So I don't know. That's like my thought
Where did you come
process.
about this? Like
I was just thinking like,
Oh, you were just thinking.
yeah, I was like,
wait,
what
this
could we
is
talk about
this
today?
is your conspiracy theory?
No,
Or
no,
have
no.
you been reading this?
No,
Oh.
I've heard this conspiracy theory before,
Okay.
I
Because I
think.
don't think I've
Or maybe
heard
not
that
like
one.
conspiracy theory, but like I've heard people like talk about it, and so I'm like, I think it's something.
It's
that's
something
true.
that could have been true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Interesting. I see. I didn't know anything about that one. I
Yeah.
knew that JFK one for sure. Like, but Marilyn Monroe, I don't know anything about that much. So that's interesting.
Julius Caesar. I'm just kidding.
Man, we're going
Getting
back.
assassinated.
Oh my
Back
god.
in the 80s.
We're literally going back.
the BCs.
Yeah, in the I
The
remember
80s?
this.
Julius Caesar
I
back in the
remember that.
80s.
No, I'm just curious to see like if there's any conspiracy theories that you guys believe in.
no conspiracy. I don't really pay too much attention to conspiracy theories other than what Alex Jones says. That's my guy. I mean, he's the man.
What a source.
Like Infowars, Alex Jones, top tier sources. You know, that's where you got to find all
100%.
that's where you got to find all the facts. And like
He has more facts in Wikipedia than his podcast.
Yeah, no, dude, for sure. But hey, that's my guy. Everyone go okay. Come here, Alex Jones. But everything he says is just like, oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Great.
If you want to go to like conspiracy theories
Yeah,
and like
that's
have fun, Alex Jones is the boy to go to.
He is.
What was the one he was talking about? How
Chemicals in the water. To
dude,
frogs
what? Bro is crazy. Bro is crazy. Oh my
I think
gosh.
the craziest one was the Sandy Hook one where he said it was all a hoax.
dude.
That was the craziest one.
That dude's a
Hey, I got a
Idiot,
news update
dude.
the other day.
yeah, bro. That's
And it
been
was
going
like-
on. That's like,
I was like, that sucks, but like, what?
yeah.
Yeah.
Bro literally
out.
thought it was
I'm
a
done.
hoax.
I'm
And he has to pay like what, $40 million now?
Yeah, he's gonna pay a ton of money.
It was like it could have been more actually. Yeah, I think you're right. But listen, dude, this dude got blasted in the last week, bro. Just all the parents, everyone came up to him and be like, "How can you say that was a hoax if my f***ing child is dead?" Like, explain that.
What I
You're
don't understand is
stupid,
why
bro.
like if he's gonna be so bold and say that, like if you were gonna say something like that, you'd think you'd check your facts first and you'd like travel to the location and talk to the community. He's got enough money to do that. He could have covered his grounds. What that tells me is laziness.
There was another one. I don't know too much about these conspiracy theories, to be honest, but I don't know if this was an Alex Jones one, but Pizzagate.
Yeah, dude, that was like what, 3 years ago?
Yeah,
3
it was
years
really
ago?
big 3 years ago.
Bro, that's
What was the restaurant even called? Was it called Pizzagate?
I don't
It was called
remember.
Pizza something.
I don't remember.
It was like a pizza restaurant.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't remember, but it might have been Alex Jones, but somebody said that there was like a child sex trafficking ring in the basement of that pizza parlor. So somebody showed up with like a shotgun and they're like, I'm here to rescue the kid. We don't have a basement.
Dude. Bro,
We don't have. They said we don't have a basement.
Yeah, they're like, bro, you can check, but we don't got no basement.
no basement.
My gosh.
No, it was so I think it was like definitely like it was like Alex Jones-esque. I don't know if it was him, but it
Yeah, I
was
don't know if
definitely
it was
like,
him.
you know, just like the people around Alex Jones. That just like tells you like how crazy, like just like
I agree.
how misinformation could be handled.
I think the problem is like there's always like a hint of truth in the theory, the conspiracy theory, the rumor,
right.
and that's why like it's believable for a lot of people. Because I definitely do think there are child sex trafficking rings, like 100% positive. Because I mean Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, for
that
I
dude,
mean
like
like in general.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, dude, for
Yeah.
sure. For
especially
sure.
like in like the upper like echelon of society.
Who knows what the goes on behind the scenes with those millionaires, dude? Some
Crazy stuff.
weird man.
Fact.
But
These are facts.
yeah, I can't like.
These are facts.
I don't know, like the Pizzagate thing is just
Yeah,
too
that one was a little
crazy.
far out there
It
for
was
me.
like the classic one is the birds, how birds are.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're spying on us.
Yeah, that's the classic one.
That's
right.
I don't even know. I mean, I don't think so, right? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there were like a few of like some like stalker birds, but like if all of them are like
Definitely not all of
there's
them, bro.
no way, dude. Like
I know it's
kind of a
definitely
crazy
not all
thing.
of them because I remember in elementary I was talking to
Oh,
and he said he had like his mom had bought him a BB gun and like the birds were like in their backyard and his mom was like, yeah, like if you want to like shoot them, like go ahead and
Blasted 'em.
shoot them.
oh my
And this dude
god.
went off on a
Oh
couple
my
of them.
god, bro.
And he said he killed a couple of them. No, they're not robots.
Oh my god.
that was happening like 40 feet away from me.
Really?
It was.
Oh yeah.
2 houses.
No,
Oh, well.
that's crazy, dude.
Rip.
Mom was just okay with it.
Yeah. She's like, these birds are pooping on everything. Do what you got to do, son.
Oh my god, bro.
Is that legal?
Hey,
I think
there's-
it's illegal.
Gun-
Yeah,
birds down?
hey, there's no
Yeah.
way that's legal, bro. There's
No,
no
I'm
way.
pretty sure that's illegal.
I love like all the alien conspiracies. Those are always fun. Like they're
What are
not
some
like
of the ones you know.
the crop circle ones. Like, have you heard about the crop? Like,
I haven't heard
the
about
crops.
them.
It's just like the classic. I'm like, oh yeah, these are all classics, by the way.
Everyone
But everything that I Just a classic. No, it's alien or like UFOs, aliens, whatever, are trying to like communicate with us, like putting their signs on crop circles, right?
Okay, yeah.
Like, and I think people are trying to like decipher. Like,
I think it's the farmers that are going crazy.
Yeah, so they're trying to decipher what they're like trying to tell us, and I don't even. I mean, what the even do?
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean. like just get like different ones and like place them like, you know what I mean, side by side. Be like,
dude, if I was a farmer, I'd be trolling like crazy. Trolling? Dude, I'm doing circles everywhere in my fields.
No way, dude. There's no way. Haven't you seen the movie Signs? The best movie of all time.
I have actually. I do remember.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Who's in it?
Yeah, I don't know who's in it.
Oh
but I know
my
the
god,
aliens
he
are
hasn't
in it.
listened to it. He hasn't. Nah, get out of here.
I don't think those aliens were very scary.
They're hella scary, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the greatest movie by any means. M. Night Shyamalan sucks, but that movie is one of my favorites. It's a classic. Okay.
But like the reason why I think that too is because like I don't think a farmer has to like take their tractor all the way into a field for them to like start cutting stuff up. Like I think they could do it manually if they wanted to. It would take a long time, but I think they could do it.
Yeah, but if you watch
that, and they also have a ton of automatic tools.
Yeah, if you watch the movie, you would know that they're not automatic. Like it's like folded in a certain way where like no man-made machine could do it. Does that make sense?
In the movie.
In the movie, according to the movie.
Yeah.
Movie
like,
science.
Hold on here.
Because that's like kind of the whole, because anyone could do like crop circles, just like cutting it.
Yeah, that's like my thing.
Like anyone could do it, but I think the way, the scary way people like take it in is if it's like too perfect. You know what I mean?
I think what's interesting about those when you see a photo and it looks,
it's too hard to do.
it's like,
Yeah.
yo, come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You tell me the aliens are doing jellyfish out here?
All right, maybe that one. But listen, but I'm just saying that's probably
You're talking about like these ones, huh?
yeah, like some random ones. I don't even know. Crop circles are bullshit. Science sucks. I take it back. I mean, it sucks.
Is that myth busted?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah,
Let's call up Jamie.
Yeah, bro. I was thinking, bro.
Jamie,
The Mythbusters.
bro, I don't even know.
Uncultured? No, I'm just kidding.
How the f am I supposed to know what their names are? I know I've seen like the movie. I know like there's two separate pairs. There's like the Asian dude and the girl.
Yeah.
And then the two old men. That's all you need to know.
The Lorax.
Why would I know?
The Lorax, bro. Straight up.
I'm not gonna lie. I f***ing love Mythbusters. It's so
chill.
so much fun.
Dude, talking about crop circles though, that kind of reminds me of like Stonehenge. What do you think?
That's
about
what
that?
I was just about to say. That I was
How do you
just
think
about
that
to say
came
that.
about?
Stonehenge?
I don't know.
That one's rough.
A lot of people say aliens too. I don't know.
It's a tough one.
The formation of it, from what I've heard and studied, is like what was it? Was it a clock or a calendar?
What lunar calendar?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
Something deeper than just what people think were just a bunch of rocks put together. The same question for me is this: you know those Easter Island heads?
Oh yeah,
it's the same. Like that's up the same alley where it's like they're just so big. How do you? And there's been a bunch of like Discovery channels and online TV shows.
Conclusive.
Well, scientists are pretty sure, and they show like these animated videos of people just yanking it with a rope or something, like a bunch of people. Those rocks,
They're heavy.
it's like 100,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Who?
Those things are tough.
Stuff like that has to be like shifted and shaped where it stands, like Mount Rushmore. Maybe they did pick stuff up and just chuck it. I don't know. Maybe they're buffer than I
You know
thought.
what? This is my conspiracy theory. What if now we're just talking what ifs?
What if?
But what if they were like being stronger than us, like before we even existed?
100%.
And we didn't know. Like they were like, have you
100%. Like giants?
like giants? Yeah. Like
Yeah,
have
I
you
think
ever seen
giants are real.
Prometheus? They're called
I want giants to be real, bro. That'd be so
Prometheus.
cool.
The species before us in Prometheus. They're called the engineers.
That's right.
And
That's
they're
such a tough name.
huge. It's a sick dude.
It's such a tough name,
Dude, it's
Hey,
sick.
The
But
Forerunners.
they're giants and they're like the scariest things. But like, imagine if there was like, you know, just these huge beings before us just wiling out. You know,
Yeah.
that could be scary.
For me, I think a lot of that stuff was actually put together by humans. Like Stonehenge, I think was probably put together by the Vikings or something like that.
Absolutely.
That's like my belief.
Absolutely.
You think of a Viking and you think, oh, it's just like some brute or something like that. But they were pretty smart.
Oh,
they were
they were
pretty
really
cunning.
smart.
They were like one of the most destructive forces like in the Middle Ages.
Their
because
lore is deep.
It is. Yeah,
They
they
were
worship all sorts of things.
They were such big thinkers.
Yeah, and so they were really smart. Like I feel like we don't give them a lot of credit just because they didn't have a lot of the same modern commodities that we have. Like
we think of them as like some big
we think of them,
we
think of them as like caveman.
Yeah,
because they didn't have toilet paper or toothbrushes.
Yeah, no, I feel that. They just like look dirty. They're like just portrayed as dirty people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think the same thing with like the Egyptians and like the pyramids. Because like I feel like the Egyptians definitely built the pyramids, but
they didn't.
I also feel you said they didn't.
What?
Yeah, the Egyptians were crazy smart. Them and the Romans, like the stuff that they came up with is just insane to me. Like it blows my mind that they had like calculus and all this other stuff way back then. Even without calculators and stuff like that, they were able to solve all these problems. So that like kind of like worries me for like humanity, because I'm like, what if we're like in our minds we're like going backwards? We're, I don't know, like I want to say like retrograding or something. Like we're just going back. Like we're de-evolving or something like that.
De-evolving.
We're becoming stupider.
Because of all the resources around us?
Yeah, because we're not relying on our own intellectual thoughts, but like everything else.
That is a solid thought.
That's a pretty good argument, but I feel like I just feel like a lot of, I don't know, some way, somehow things are going to keep going.
I think the only thing that can counter that is as long as we keep discovering truth about space.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing that over the entire period of time, we continue to become more in depth about is the out of bounds. Is de-evolving a bad thing?
We're all gonna die.
I
think it is.
Well, it can be, but
we're all
I don't
gonna
know
die.
if it necessarily
That's what
has
it
to.
is.
What if you have to de-evolve to evolve?
Then we're all dead.
We have no idea.
Because I don't.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out next time.
No, you were talking about space. I'm gonna wrap this back around to conspiracy theories. Is the moon landing real?
I don't know. I can't give you like a good answer to that. Well, I think
yes
it
or no.
is.
Take a side.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't really give any backup of why I'm saying it. Yes,
I know.
But like or no. I don't know. Anyone want to give me an argument for a no?
Well, some people say that like when Neil, I think. Was it Lance Armstrong? No, Lance Armstrong's the...
No, it's Lance Armstrong. That's him.
I'm kidding. Yeah, I was like...
It's Neil Armstrong.
Like Lance is the cycler. Yeah, Neil Armstrong. Like some people say that when he landed on the moon, like his first footstep sounded like it was hollow. So some people are like, oh, that's fake. It was like a metal floor or something like that.
Going off of that, like the footage, I guess? Or what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like the footage and
sound? Yeah, because they like supposedly like live streamed it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I can't speak to that because I've never seen it. Well, I've seen it, but I've never like.
I mean, when I was backstage watching it, I thought it was real. Yeah. So
it looked real to me.
I was holding a fan that was blowing the flag.
Real. I think it was real, and the only reason why I think, well, not the only reason, but one of the reasons for why I think it was real is just because NASA and our space like department advanced our technology so much in their race to beat Russia and China to get to the moon, because Russia was the first one to launch like a probe or a satellite into space, and then JFK was like, hell nah, like we can't let this happen, like we got to step our game up. And so I think he like said like within 10 years or like by the end of the decade we're going to be on the moon. All the like the best engineers, all the smartest people all got together to work on that problem.
That's right. And
then we ended up going to the moon. And because we went to the moon, in the process of creating the technology to get there, we created all this other technology for computers, for laptops, for cars, and for all this other stuff that we have today.
There you go.
So that's why I think like it is real, because we have like all these side products.
Yeah, like there's no way we get where we are today without. Yeah. Okay. I can
feel
see
like
that.
I feel like we could get to where we are
without
today,
like
we'd be like back. We'd be like 10, 20 years behind where we should be.
But that was just like an incentive.
Yeah.
Ooh. So would you argue? Let's take that theory. I'm gonna ramble right now.
Go for it.
Let's take that theory and let's put it in the time and term of Egypt. And all of a sudden they have somebody come out and say we need to do this and here's why. And it's a big enough like motivating reason to get everybody on the same page. They all push really hard and they build these pyramids. So once these pyramids are built, all of a sudden they look back and they realized what they did with what they had, and it became a script for society coming together to achieve something great at the time. So kind of
Yeah.
like getting to the moon, right? There's a script and it shows how you come together, and then all that technology that was made for that event now gets dispersed through the rest of society in the way that it does. It's like how would you?
I'd compare that maybe to like the industrial like revolution,
Yes.
where like we started like coming up with like assembly lines and all this other stuff, and so we learned better ways to manufacture things, and so we taught that to other people.
Well, I think assembly lines were originally created with the Egyptians.
Yeah, they could have been.
I think 100%.
And we probably just forgot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, so what you're saying is like his exact same argument, but like if it was back before, like, you know, like you said, ancient Egypt, right? And your argument is because of what happened with all the moon stuff. Why wouldn't it excel even more?
Yeah.
with the Egyptians at the time. See, solid argument right there.
It is solid.
I can get behind that too. But I think the difference between that and the moon landing was like it was a race. It was more of like a
Yeah,
It
so
was
you
like
could be like, oh, they faked it.
so
to
it was
win.
more of like a competition rather than like doing it yourselves, right? I mean, yeah, doing it for yourselves.
Well, in the upper echelon, it's a competition, but to get there, you have to motivate your workers.
yeah, but like competition within like the other countries, who's gonna get to the moon first? So yeah, I see both sides. Both sides. All right.
I do think the Earth is flat, though.
Absolutely,
I'm just kidding.
Me too. 1,000. All right, Kyrie, let's get it. I'm ready to jump.
Does Kyrie actually believe the Earth is flat?
Hey, yeah, it was this like big thing like 2 years ago. I came out and was like, yeah, I think the Earth. He said some in an interview.
Oh, dig it.
Oh my god,
He's out of his mind. He did that on purpose.
Kyrie, man, everyone was
The
going
publicity.
crazy. It was it was so funny.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was a celebrity, I would say some stupid stuff like that too, just for the publicity.
You're already a celebrity, though.
Even if it's bad publicity, though, that still gives you a ton of attention.
Dude,
Because think about it this way. What if he says something like that and now he gets like 2 billion or like 2 million more views? And because he got 2 million more views, he just made another $3 million.
It could be that. It could be that. If the Earth was really flat, bro, I'm trying to find the edge of the Earth.
where the sidewalk ends.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the edge of the Earth and just look down. Uh-oh.
Daredevil, you put one leg over. Oh.
I'll hang on the side. Hey, guys. Mom, watch me.
yikes.
No, okay. I just float off.
Yeah, you're gone.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
That's what I want to ask a flat earther. Where do you go?
I have no
Where
idea.
Hey,
do
you
you space?
You just float
fall?
off into space. That's what it is. You just start flowing.
Like, do you hop off the page of a book?
I think
Just
like
non-existent?
eventually like the Earth's
Atmosphere.
gravitational pull
Yeah.
to the point where you just start floating once you get like further and further, right?
I think that's what would happen. I
That
have
could
no
be like the
idea.
only thing, right? You're just like as you get further away from like Earth or like the center of the Earth, it just it's just like a balloon.
It's kind of like up. You're just kind of floating away. The second I said it, I was like,
Anyway,
It is
no,
kind of like up. Yeah. All right.
it is like
as soon as I started like explaining it, I was like, I hate
Once you
these
started to
guys.
explain it, we're just
No, I don't think the Earth is flat because like we could see the curve on the
have
Earth.
to explain why. Like, I
To
get
some
it.
people, we have to explain why.
where are my flat Earth listeners at? Hey,
Please, no, but keep going.
we got something
Cut
for
you
y'all.
off.
Yeah, no.
Tell me, Diego, why the Earth is round.
We can see that the Earth is flat. If Isaac is like 500 yards away, he's going to be looking a lot smaller. But if he goes like a couple more 100 yards away and then a couple more 100 yards away, I'm not going to be able to see him anymore because of the curvature of the Earth.
So, okay.
Interesting.
That's how they discovered the Earth was not flat with like ships and stuff like that, because they would see the ships and like they'd get smaller and smaller and smaller, and then they wouldn't see them anymore. Like some
if,
people would be freaking out. They'd be like, "The ship fell off."
What if because your eyes are circular-ish, cone-ish, whatever you want to call that, and then
Ooh.
because your retina is also a circle, the light bends and therefore everything looks like it's curved.
Ooh, yeah, I don't know.
I've talked to some flat earthers before, and
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie,
I can see why they believe that.
I was like, oh my gosh, they were saying some cool things.
I could see that.
That could be a fun little thing, but I don't think that.
I don't know enough
explains
about. Yeah,
why.
I don't know how the eye functions though. I don't think it functions that way.
Right, and then you dive into the anatomy of the eye, and then
You almost had me there. I was almost convinced the Earth is flat.
Eyes aren't real. First off,
wow, yeah, like let's talk about eyes.
eyes are just
They
That
deceive
is a
you.
conspiracy
eyes are just
theory.
windows to your soul.
Well, what do you mean by
I
that?
saw it in a movie. Someone said that in a movie.
That's like all he references is movie.
Yeah.
You're only talking movie quotes from now on.
No idea what movie it was, but I think it was, something like that.
I get it, bro.
Do you know that Matt's hair is fake? Oh my bad. That was not. Hey, my bad. That wig is stuck
Ouch,
on that
man.
napkin.
Going back to the moon. So something that just like popped into my mind about like maybe the moon being like metal or something like that. That
Haunted?
like the moon landing being fake.
Okay.
There's like a theory that the moon is actually hollow.
Hollow. Yes.
Yeah.
Heard about this.
Yeah. So there's a theory that the moon is hollow and that it's actually just like a man-made structure. Like it was a structure made by aliens and that there's nothing inside the moon.
Listen to him. There's nothing.
That's what the movie Moonfall is all about, which I reviewed on Loft 801.
Also, Transformers. The Dark
Oh
of the
yeah,
Moon.
Dark of the Moon.
Transformers, Dark of the Moon. Review from Matt coming soon.
Actually, that movie's fun. Movie's dope. But no, it's interesting. And then there's always they're so good. There's like these online videos that pop up.
They're good,
randomly,
yeah.
And you see like a ship, like I don't know, and it just like you see a hole open up on the moon and it goes into the moon.
Yep.
And you're like, okay, yep. I've seen CGI before too, but like,
Kinda
it just
sick.
makes you think, dude.
Hey, low key though, would be kind of sick.
It would.
Like who knows?
There's like a station
Yeah.
inside of the moon.
Yo, that would be kind of wild.
It's true. I do
knows?
want to like just talking about like CGI and doctored stuff. I want to make my own like fake video, and I just want to
You wanna be one
spread
of
it
those
everywhere.
guys.
What do you mean? Oh,
Just to like show people like
okay.
how easily stuff like
Oh, dude, that's all over.
like how easily
Go
like
look at
like
YouTube.
misinformation goes.
What would you do?
I don't know
Like
yet.
an alien video or something?
I have no
We'll dress
idea.
Isaac up as an alien.
Because I can mess
From
around with
Halloween
websites
City.
and stuff like that and like the news articles. Like I was doing that like during COVID.
Bro, no, not even. That was
It was a couple.
That was like in March, bro.
What was it about?
We were
Was it a
at
new strain?
Yeah, no, we were at
we were at the airport.
We were at the airport waiting for our flight to go to. No, that was like 2 months ago.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
for the cruise.
Yeah, so we were at the airport waiting for our flights to go to California, and bro, Diego started wiling out on these websites. Tell him what you did.
Dude, I like went into like all the like the editor settings on the website, and so I found like all the like the title tags.
We
and
went to
stuff like that.
went to CNN.
Okay, nice.
And I like changed it, or I changed it to something. What? Because it was the LA airport, and that's where Chandler
Oh,
and
you like
Caitlin were.
photoshopped it?
Yeah, and so I like messed around with the actual text on the website
With
on
the
my
headline
local-
of
Yeah.
the text of like the news article, and it was like a new
Breaking
strain was
news.
found or whatever, and then Diego changed it to like zombie virus gets unleashed in LAX airport, and we sent it to Chandler and Caitlin. Bro, it
you
was
would've gave me a heart attack.
So god funny, dude.
Yeah, I did that too with COVID back like even before like it was announced that it was going to be like a pandemic, like we were shutting down because we were at Weber State and we were just eating lunch and like we're watching the TV because it's like streaming on the news, and I was like I'm gonna get Isaac a little bit later, and so I came home. I went on like the CNN website and I was like, first COVID case found at Weber State University.
Dude,
Something like that.
I was like,
and like a
yo,
week later, it actually ended up
what?
happening.
Dude, yeah,
which was crazy.
Diego
but-
manifested that. It's
Oh yeah, I
There you go.
manifested it.
no, Diego, that's messed up. Why'd you do that?
It's my fault now.
Wow, the truth is unveiled.
Oh, crazy.
It always comes out.
Let's talk about pop culture. I know Isaac loves pop
I
culture.
love pop culture. What do you want to know?
Who's the single person you think has had the most influence on pop culture?
Wow, that's a big question.
It is a big question.
I don't know if I can answer that. There's too many icons out there.
Pick one and defend them.
Go with Matt.
I know Isaac's thinking Drake.
No, couldn't be Drake.
Well, I
I think like probably like the Beatles, dude. Been everywhere, done everything. One of the biggest bands of all time, if not the biggest band of all time, right?
That's fair.
Low key music's out, but hey,
I like some of the
Hey,
songs.
the Beatles are not for me. I gotta say, all right. Drake's got more slaps than the Beatles, but you do have to respect just everything that they've been a part of,
Everything they did,
done. They're huge.
Valid.
I think there is a conspiracy theory for the Beatles, but I'll have to get back to you on that.
Yeah, I think the Beatles, right? Probably the biggest one. I do have like better like ones that I like more, but like as far as like influence goes, probably the Beatles.
Oh, I figured it out. Okay, so I just looked it up. The conspiracy theory is that Paul McCartney died. That he died on November 9th in 1966, and he was replaced with a lookalike.
What?
That's the conspiracy theory.
That's crazy.
That's
Low key probably could happen though. Like who the hell knows?
I saw Us. I know what could happen.
Yeah, dude. That is a crazy movie and a great movie. I don't know. It's crazy to think like how that actually could be just to keep something alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just like, oh my God, like just let it die. Let it be.
I can get behind that. The Beatles being the most influential.
There's probably something crazy. There's some crazy stories probably with the Beatles, like conspiracy other than that one, but yeah.
What about you, Matt?
Crazy.
Who do you think could be
Really good answer.
one of the most influential people?
So we're talking like every era. We're talking.
Yeah, let's do every era. And then we can narrow it down to like our current era.
Is Marilyn Monroe considered pop culture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd consider her pop culture.
She like turned the needle for like what's acceptable on television. She just
That air vent, that air grate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Classic.
Kind of started to get more loose everywhere.
That's a pretty solid one.
I think rules became more lenient.
I can get behind that one.
Because honestly, to be honest, I'm going through them. Yeah, I'd honestly say I would agree with the Beatles. The next one for me is probably Marilyn Monroe.
When did Elvis Presley die? Or when was he alive?
Ooh, Elvis.
Was he before the Beatles or after?
Right around the same time, I want to say. I think like a little bit before.
Because you could argue that he was the most influential because he started like his hip thrusts that he was doing on TV.
Yeah.
And at first, like they didn't want to film him at all because they only wanted to film him from like the torso up because they didn't want to show that. But eventually they started like showing that.
Right.
So you could potentially argue that Elvis was the guy who started breaking the rules, tearing the walls down.
True.
I mean, yeah, but as far as like influence goes, I don't think he comes like close.
That's fair.
Because like I get,
then?
huh?
What about Michael Jackson then?
I mean that's a good. I mean, I could get behind Michael Jackson because he
had a ton of influence.
He does
on
have
the culture.
a ton of influence. But right now, no one I know fucking is listening to Elvis Presley. Like, you know what I mean? People today our age are still buying records for the Beatles. I see it every day. You know,
That's true.
Like, people are still buying shit for the Beatles. They love the Beatles.
It's crazy.
It's insane how big they are. References to the Beatles and just everything, dude. Gosh, it just goes back to the Beatles.
It does. It really does. I think to give it like a little more like modern, I'd say other than those guys, I'd say Will Smith.
Yeah. Will Smith is
he's pretty big in pop culture.
He's a big.
Well, it's more of like a
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
He can entertain like all kinds of groups of people, all kinds of different listeners and watchers. I think he's smarter than he comes across as.
I think so too. Like I think the slap and stuff like that. I think there was like some smart things going on behind all of that.
My
wife's name.
For comedy, for comedy especially, he's kind of set the tone.
He was actually pretty big in pop culture because he was huge on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I can't get behind. Like, I mean, the last like 10 years.
Maybe you're right. He was big in the 2000s.
2000s, like 90s to 2000s, huge. But like last 10 years,
pretty big on modern though. Maybe not like the most influential, but he still had like an influence on modern.
I'll say he doesn't really have to do anything now. He just has to say something. He already has the attention.
It's true.
Like anybody will click on a news report that says Will Smith said, Will Smith did, Will Smith wants. Yeah. You're just familiar with that name.
That's
true. It's a hot topic.
It's a lot of people will click. I don't want to hear anything about those Smiths though. Jesus, bro. It's like, who cares? Unless he's doing Men in Black 5. I don't care. Men in Black 5 or like Bad Boys 4. Like, I'm not. Don't care.
Ice, who do you think is most influential in our current pop culture era?
God.
His name is John.
No, it's John Cena. Could it be John Cena? Man, that's a really good question, man. Such a good question.
Dude, John Cena's so good for the memes.
I know, he's good. That's culture.
I'm going to predict who you're going to say.
Who? Say it.
The Weeknd.
No.
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 You're not gonna say Kanye. I would argue Kanye.
I was gonna say Drake or Kanye.
Okay, yeah.
One or the other. Like as far as influence goes, like people just love Drake and Kanye.
Drake maybe.
I would argue Kanye just because of the fashion, because I think he was the one to
I could see
like
that
start introducing streetwear in a popular manner to everybody else.
I could see that too. I mean,
smart businessman, married a Kardashian.
I mean, if you want to make like make noise, you're gonna marry Kardashian and like. Yeah, put out music, and he was already big before Kardashian. And
he was
that deal with Adidas and Yeezy. There's so many people that will buy his $400 foam slides. It's crazy. Yeah.
What about someone like LeBron James?
Hey, Bron too.
He's also got influence on pop.
It's the boy, dude. Yeah, Bron the GOAT.
Even though he's more of an athlete, he's still got influence.
Dude, yeah.
The things he wears, like he can promote.
Shit. We like totally just skipped over Michael Jordan. Like, why am I?
Yeah.
We just like jumped over Michael Jordan. Like, I would probably put Michael Jordan up there, like for sure. Yeah, there's no way you're not gonna include Michael Jordan on this as far as like influence, dude. The Jordans these days, like, there's no way. Like,
that's true.
Everyone wears Jordans, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna say him, LeBron, Drake, and Kanye.
Yeah, Drake's big.
Probably the biggest, in my opinion.
I'd argue Kanye's bigger than Drake just because of the fashion that comes with him.
Yeah.
Whereas Drake hasn't done anything, at least not that I'm aware of, with like fashion. He's got like music that's going off the charts, but
yeah, his music is like worldwide, dude. Like one of the biggest, like largest streaming.
He's got a lot of clout,
like ever of all time. I think he like surpassed like, I don't know. I know he surpassed the Beatles. I know he surpassed like, yeah, he's up there.
But that also could be because of technology. Because you could argue that if we would have had the technology back then that we have today, that the Beatles could have sold just as much or more, or have had more streaming.
I don't doubt it, like at all. It's crazy. I think to me it's like even more impressive back then because they didn't have they didn't have the resources, right? They didn't have streaming services. They had to go to whatever shops there were to buy vinyls.
Yeah,
CDs didn't exist.
This could be bold. This is gonna be bold.
Send it.
Everybody you just mentioned, if we take away pop, they ain't shit. Take away like fame, they're just another bag chaser.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's like,
what about different people then? Like people like
the people
Mark
that actually matter. We don't know their names.
Oh, that's fair.
That actually matter. The people that keep messing everything up, we know their name.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
100%.
What about people that aren't messing things up then, that aren't like usually in hot water, like Mark Cuban or
I think he does his own thing. He seems like an okay guy.
Yeah, he's the Shark Tank guy.
He owns the Dallas Mavericks.
That
But a lot of people don't know that.
Most people know him as. People could argue.
Well, actually, yeah, I guess sports fans would know him as the owner, but
Shark Tank guys know him as their boss.
Yeah, I was gonna say pretty much everybody else that watches TV knows him as the Shark Tank dude. But yeah, because he's got a lot of money and a lot of like influence and stuff like that.
But he's not like part of pop culture. It's just like he's just like a big guy.
Yeah,
you know.
But he does invest in hundreds of businesses.
Yeah.
So you could argue that his investments in those businesses help drive the culture.
The culture.
Well, yeah, because
maybe not pop culture.
We're talking pop culture.
Yeah. I don't know if you could argue pop culture per se for these people, but what about like Elon Musk or Bill Gates or Steve Jobs?
Probably just because like they own like everyone knows their names and who they are, especially like Elon Musk. Like everyone knows who Elon Musk is. About to buy Twitter, or I think that deal fell through.
Yeah, but he was going to
Tesla and SpaceX. Like, yeah, he's always with a bunch of like celebrities. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's the type. Yeah. What was the question?
I don't even know. No, this is more of like a ramble. We're just talking.
I get it.
You could probably put them in the category of pop culture. I think it's safe to say it's like
because he's definitely in like the Twitter sphere. Like he's embedded really deep. In
I don't know about Bill Gates and
they've kind of like chilled out.
They're not like as like involved as Elon Musk is.
They were a lot bigger like in the 2000s.
Yeah,
and they've kind of like slowed down in my opinion.
Slowed down?
I think they've slowed down.
What do you mean slowed down?
Like they're not like actively like pursuing social media and stuff like that, or like the news.
I was about to say slowed down. There's no way their products are slowed down, bro.
They're definitely still raking in cash for sure.
Oh yeah, I don't even think they were a part of social media when it even began. I think they just like they're just like the type to like go to a university and give a lecture for like 2 hours and then dip out and never be seen again. You know, that's them.
That definitely sounds like their personality.
Yeah,
from what I've seen.
Like it's just what it. That's just what it is.
What are your thoughts on like SpaceX and stuff like that, or like big celebrities like that? People that like start their own businesses and then like get big, like really big.
I don't know.
How do you think your life would be if you were like that?
I couldn't tell you. Like I don't know, man. That would just be too much. Because like especially for like SpaceX and like Tesla, dude, you like own cars and like, you know, programs to like make the like, you know, go out in space and basically do what NASA's doing, right?
Yeah.
Like that's like what you're doing without
government restrictions.
Yeah, without like, yeah. So I guess it's like a lot more trickier. But a lot of people are putting like their faith into you. Like, you know, especially for like Tesla and stuff, because bro, like
electric cars
and like, I don't know, all this that he's doing, making everything like, you know, like, oh, like hands free, all that jazz. Like, bro, it's pretty scary stuff, right? I don't know if I would ever be like behind all of it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I could ever.
It's hard to picture yourself. Yeah.
Even like buying like products like a Tesla and stuff, bro, kind of scary. Like, who knows? You know, Tesla's kind of only been around for like
it's recent.
It's recent, right? You go for Audi, right? Because you want reliable, right? You know what you're getting when you get an Audi, right? You're getting an A6. You're getting great German engineering,
like, dude.
That's what it is.
It's something else, man.
Yeah.
You ask anyone that loves Audi, they'll tell you it's the same thing. It's just a vibe.
What was that A6?
A4.
You had the A4?
I had both A4.
You had the A6 was the blue one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that one was crazy.
I know, that was crazy. Actually, one of my dream cars is still an RS7 hatchback.
I don't even know what that is.
I'm putting it up.
Yeah, thank you.
Does it go hard?
It goes hard.
I gotta check that one out.
They look good, dude, but like
some nice cars.
110 or something. 90. They're like range is like 70 to 120.
I'm out.
For real.
I'm out.
Just,
I'm putting my house up.
Loan against.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. So you talked about dream cars. What would your dream car be?
No idea. I'm not really a car guy. I like the classics, like the old classics. I like those ones. Like, have you seen Training Day? It's my favorite movie. No, it's not.
Mustangs, Chargers.
My favorite. He has like a black Monte Carlo. Dude, it's like, I don't even know, like late 80s or something like that, dude, or 70s. I don't remember. I'm not a car guy, but bro, it's so sick.
It is pretty tight.
It's so sick.
I can get behind that too. Like, I like the classic cars, like John Wick's car. I think that's so fire.
Which one? What is that? I don't even know.
I don't know. It's like I think it's like a Charger.
It's a Charger, like
yeah,
really
I'm pretty sure
one.
it's a Charger, and it just looks so fire.
Look at my car. I'm doing great. I'm doing great, man. I got nothing.
You are really doing great though.
Like, I am so shocked that car has survived this long.
I'm not gonna lie, I love that car.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
This guy.
And no, my favorite thing about it is when I see it, I know it's him because of the dent.
Because it's smashed on the right side.
I'm like, oh, could that be him? And then I see this big old like.
You're not gonna miss me.
Yeah, I'm like, that's him.
Oh my gosh! You know now, like the back, like the cover for the light, like came off.
Did it really?
So,
like the rear light?
Yeah, no, not the light, but like the cover for the light.
Yeah.
So like I had to like put like tape on it. It's banged
That's
up.
My favorite is when you had the tape on the door so it wouldn't open.
Dude, yeah, I don't know. I was like, I had to like retape it every day. Oh my, bro.
You got a steel joint with screws, right?
Now I do.
That's funny.
When we were in Miami last year, dude, my dad did it when we were in Miami.
Took a joint.
That's clutch.
He like took all the tape off and was like, and I was like, Dad, I came home and I was like, what the hell is this? I was like, Dad, you're putting someone's life in danger. If they can't get out in the back. Because you can't open it now, like at all.
I know. I felt bad when I kicked it open.
Bro,
because then we could never close it.
Did this dude tell you when he opened? Because remember how like when you gave it to me at first, it was like
that door wouldn't open.
It was like smashed in so hard that like
the door just wouldn't open.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any tape or anything on it. So dude, we went to freaking, what was that place called?
Who Hot, right?
Who Hot? Yeah, because I was gonna go to
Mongolian Grill.
Yeah. It was like the day before I was going to Oklahoma, and I was like, all right, let's just all have like some dinner or whatever and hang out. But it was me, Diego, and Chandler. Chandler. We got done eating, whatever. We're hanging out in the parking lot. For some reason, we're in my car, just like chilling. And why are we in my car? It's like the worst car I've ever got. And then Diego decided to get in the back and just like leg press the door.
Hold on. Hold on. Dude, what happened was he told me, he was like, yeah, dude, I can't get this door open. Like, I need someone to like help me get this door open. I was like, I got this.
No way.
I kicked the shit out of that
dude,
door, bro.
you like leg pressed it. He was doing like the whole like
dude, I was seriously like, I was sitting here like this, like,
dude, holding on to like
the other
two
door.
things. Yeah,
and I was kicking like 10 times in a row.
No, because it was crazy. Because me and Chandler were like outside. We weren't even like focusing on the door anymore. We were just talking, and I just fucking just hear the door go beam. And like I was like, what the hell? And like I got super happy and excited because I was like, yeah, let's go. And then we found out the wouldn't close. Oh, and I was like, God, Diego. And then I got pissed. I didn't get pissed.
That's why it's duct tape.
Yeah, that's why it was duct tape after.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have even done anything with it.
Because like, yeah, I remember like you guys walked out, like you guys got out of the car, and I was just hyper fixated. I was like, I am gonna get this door. I'm gonna break this door down if I have to.
Dude, what's crazy.
What I gotta do. I gotta get this door open.
Oh my God.
Kick the life out of that door,
dude. That and then I was pissed.
Relentless.
I was like, oh my God.
We should wrap it up. I think we've been rambling for a little bit. We've gone all over today, honestly.
We went to
started with like conspiracy
and came back.
literally to the moon and back.
Yeah,
I like it. This was honestly more of like just a casual conversation, nothing too serious. It was just vibing.
Also, I don't hate pop culture, but I hate pop culture, but I don't. Let's just get that straight. I don't want to be like a buzzkill. I don't want to be a buzzkill.
Celebrities,
it's good times.
They do the stupidest stuff. I don't blame you.
Great
a lot
people,
of it's toxic.
Papa John's, right? It's good. Whatever.
I'm gonna kill you.
And I headbang to these people. Like Kanye is my boy.
I get copyrighted later.
Sing it.
We off the grid. This is my kid.
I love that song.
If you want to support us, leave a like on this video, hit subscribe. If you're an audio listener, check out our YouTube channel. If you want something visual, if you got a question or a topic that you want us to cover, you can leave a comment on our video. We have an anonymous link too. You can always check that out and leave us a topic or a question and we'll cover it. Thank you so much for listening tonight. It's been pretty casual. We've been having a lot of fun. My name's Diego.
My name's Matt.
And I'm Ice.